Hello, Fantasy Goats. How are you this evening? It is the NFL Wild Card Weekend, the Super Weekend, right? They call this the
Oh, wow.
Super.
This is the best. This is the best 5 days of sports all year round with the two college playoff games, then
Yes.
wild card Saturday, then wild card Sunday, then finishing off with Monday. Hell yeah, man!
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm all for it, bro.
yeah. The college football playoffs that I mean, with the new alignment, adds an additional layer to all the action that the NFL, of course, already presents for us. But nevertheless, if you're enjoying yourself, you're having a fucking excuse me, if you're having a fantastic time watching the National College Football Championships and more, I love it, man. I love it.
Start off with a bang last night. That's for damn sure.
You could do the watching for me.
Oh,
I
I have
I
no
I.
problem doing that, man.
I entrust your eyes watching the kids over mine. In any event, goats, alongside that handsome man over there, that handsome commissioner, I am your shepherd. We are going to get into, the 6 games that will begin tomorrow in the professional National Football League. Where these dudes that are playing tonight hope and aspire to become professionals, and many of them will. Yeah, we got games, man. We got games. I mean, with the exception of maybe one, maybe. Although, of course, all eyes are going to be on it. I'm sure we're all watching it. If you're a real fan, diehard fan, the love of the game, you're going to watch the Rams.
I'm watching every damn game.
Yeah, you're going to watch the
You know what?
Rams.
People think it's gonna be a freaking. I mean, it'd be nice if it's a dog walk game, but you I tend not to go in with those kind of expectations in my head. I hope the Rams do too, because the Panthers, they're hitting all cylinders and the Rams aren't. They already proved they can beat the Rams. You know?
They already beat the Rams. Yeah, they caught the Rams sleeping in Carolina. I don't. I mean, I don't see this being as a very this is a lopsided contest, and we're going to point out here on the show for the goats, for all those that are going to be watching us later at another time, listening to us later at another time. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We are going to point out with cold numbers, cold hard data, Tron Goat, baby. That's the Tron Goat, baby. Mike McDaniels, baby. The Tron Goat, baby. Michael Daniels, baby. Send them over to Nashville. Mike McDaniel. That's the latest news I heard. But we got cold hard data, and the data that we're going to use to kind of guide us through these predictions, Rhino, is a tool that I've been using, that we've been using.
You use. Yeah.
Well, okay, yes. I mean, guilty as charged. Excuse me.
I'm guilty as charged of my bias.
I'm choking up over it. Yeah, the tool that I use for our fantasy purposes is the same tool we're going to use for taking a snapshot look at these teams, and that would be PFF. Why PFF, Rhino? Well, I'm going to tell you why PFF in a nutshell.
Talk to me.
I've said it before, I'm going to say it again. It is an unbiased, objective evaluation of every player that's involved on every single play of the game. That includes your both sides of the ball and special teams on top of it. Unbiased, again, objective, using a grading system. Okay, and then when you arrive at the grade for each particular part of the play or the players involved in the play, how does it stack up? Well, it stacks up. How does it stack up for the Rams? versus the Carolina Panthers? How does it stack up when it comes to so and so and so and so? How does it stack up in terms of points for and points against? All right, hold on one second. We're going to have to remove our guy for this show. Then this show only. We're going to have to remove him, Rhino. Unfortunately.
No, 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 no.
Well, I can move him. I can move him. That's what I'm gonna do. Drone goat. That's what I have to do. As soon as I figure it out. No, 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 no.
I wonder who the first domino is going to fall. First team, coach wise, is going to fall.
Where? Who?
That's why I'm wondering who's going to be. I bet Miami's be the first team. I think Miami will be the first team to hire a head coach.
You think Miami Dolphins?
Yeah.
They just got their they
Got their GM from Green Bay.
They got the GM from Green Bay. That's interesting.
Yeah, now there's speculation that the Panthers defensive coordinator, Headley.
Headley. Yep.
Headley will probably be coming over.
Well, we'll see.
We'll see.
We'll see. If anything has taught us anything, it's that we have to see how this plays out because not even the insiders as many dots as they could connect, right? As many ways that they could pull the threads and then try to attempt to tie them together. We really nobody, none of them knows what the hell's going on inside A, the building, B, how about the hiree? How about that camp? We are kind of struggling here, Rhino. Remove the because I don't have that rank. I don't have that points for here.
That's okay.
All right. Damn. In any event, what do you see? What are the Rams? I mean, again, this is straightforward. This is a lopsided affair based on everything that we're looking at on the Rams side here.
You can look at all that, and all that was probably the same week 13, week 14 when they played the Panthers. But if the Rams come in there overthinking it, or being too overconfident, they're going to get caught again. I mean, you can have all the numbers in the world, but a lot of times you see teams that are overconfident and then they get caught flat. That's what happened last time they played. But then again, this time the Rams have Carnell Lake Park. Jeez.
That's fine. His name is Carnell.
They have Lake back, and they have Devontae Adams back. So
there's a lot more.
But then again, the Panthers have their best guard back, and I think their best tackle, and they have both Maureen and J.C. Horn as cornerbacks. So, and that wasn't there last time, because last time the Rams played, their secondary was almost got depleted, and they still were able to cover the Rams good. But that's about Devontae Adams. I think the Rams win, but I don't think they win by 10.5.
That's a whole different beast.
Yeah.
I could see what I can see them is blowing out this team, or quote unquote air quotes blowing out this team sometime in the fourth quarter, where it becomes garbage time, and it becomes kind of like a rallying cry for the Panthers not to go out this way. Being down 17 or down 20, and then I could see them getting within that 10-point score with an onside kick coming. That's what I can see.
This is the problem in the Rams, though, and hopefully it's fixed. Is the fact that when they get up by double digits, then they let off the gas. The defense lets off the gas. They play really conservative, and then teams get back into the game.
Yeah,
and hopefully that's not going to happen. I mean, McVay needs to have his curb stomp somebody. If the head's right there, curb stomp him. You don't need to be nice. You don't need to be A nice guy. Just curb stomp him.
Curb stomp. Oh God Almighty. Yeah. No, I get it. You want to fuck. You want to. Yeah. Finish them. Punish them.
Yep.
They have no pass rush here. They have no pass rush. So Stafford could just sit back all day long, just choose who he
But
wants
he
to throw
played
to.
with Bobby Brown and the other defensive tackle are both playing too. So they didn't play last game. Okay, I understand the numbers and stuff, but
And it's a 17 game
right. So if
ranking.
a lot of these players were out majority of the game, majority of the time, then those numbers could be deceiving on both sides. On both sides of the fence, right there.
I'm sure they are to a degree. To a degree, there's some sort of skew. I'm sure there is. Like, let's take for instance, and then we'll move off this game because I don't want to spend too much time here on this one. I'd rather get to a game that will actually have me at the edge of my seat. The Panthers are fifth best through 17 games in run blocking.
Mm-hmm.
Right? But like if you take a look at where their running back, where their rushing rank is stacked against the rest of the NFL, 25th. How could you be that good run blocking, but yet your running backs, or Bryce Young, anyone who's rushing the ball is that lousy? Well, I bet you the run blocking was always really solid throughout the season, and then slowly game by game as the season went on, we saw what happened with Ruba. Ruba. That should be their new name, right?
Yeah.
Ruba. That's perfect. We saw what happened with Rico Dowdle and Chuba. They were non-existent. Well, what about last week was abomination of running the ball 20 yards between the two of them.
Somebody could be number 5 or be right there at run blocking, but that's only at the first level. If they're not getting to the second level, that's why you're not getting the better rushing yards by the running back because they're only getting through the first level. They're not getting to the second level. Does that make sense?
In conversational theory, yes. Now, if you're going to ask me to interpret what that might mean for these numbers, I would be taking a guess. I don't know this for sure or certain. The second level would involve the linebackers, no?
Yep. Third level is secondary.
All right. So the
fourth
second
level is end zone.
So when there is a rush taking place, not a pass, but someone that's carrying the ball, the linebackers are involved on the play, and that's going to constitute the run block. So they're good. So in other words, you're going to lump in any linebacker that has to get in on the play when their opponent, their offense, is now rushing the ball, and that's where you're still going to get 5. And I couldn't even tell you who their backs are on the Carolina Panthers. I really don't know the full Rams roster for that matter. Tron Goat, baby. We got the Tron Goat. We got the Kevin Stefanski. Kevin. I'll be honest here, Rhino, and then let's move on. Mike McDaniel's not really a head coach as far as I'm concerned. He's not a head coach. He's a very good offensive coordinator. He's not a head coach. He had half of a Dolphins team for the last couple of years now quitting on him. They quit on him. They don't play for him. They show up late to meetings. They don't buy into him. That's only a certain portion of his team.
Right.
A lot of them do love him. They play for him. They respect him. He's a fantastic offensive coordinator. Would I love to see him paired up with the right head coach? Absolutely. Yep. I absolutely would. And if that's in Tennessee, then you'd be very, very lucky as long as Tennessee is going to hire the right head coach.
Supposedly Detroit, he's high on Detroit's list.
That might be a slam dunk.
It might be until Dan Campbell gets pissed off about the play calling, decides he's going to take the play calling over again.
This can't happen. This can't happen. Or you're repeating. You're going through the same damn cycle again. That can't happen. I'm sorry that not all coordinators turn out to be Liam Cohen and Ben Johnson. Sorry about that. So here's the next best thing. Here is your Ben Johnson before he was Ben Johnson. Mike McDaniel.
Yeah.
All right. Motherfucker drum coat, baby. The drum coat. Rhino, here comes the big boys. We got some big boys coming here. We got the big boys at 1 o'clock on. Oh no. Skipping over again. I shouldn't be doing that. Tomorrow night, Saturday night at this time on Amazon Prime. Amazon Prime, we got the rubber match. We got Green Bay is now going into Chicago. Into Chicago for the wild card for the 2 versus the 7.
Yeah.
This to me it's hard to call. Okay, the teams are a little bit more even here than they were in our last game. That's for sure. Just real quick on the Bear side of things, because I have the site pulled up as well, so I'm not looking like I'm staring at my goat. Chicago happens to be 9 for the points for, and a team overall ranking of, I think it's 13. That's right. That's a 13. So they're 9th in points, 13th. They're 15th passing the ball, 6 pass blocking. What they've done with that offensive line, Rhino, what they've done protecting Caleb Williams is nothing short of spectacular. They should get their own award.
They should. 100%, man. He had, 68 sacks last year, I believe, something like that.
It was an insane number last season to this season. It's like night and day. It's like chocolate and vanilla. It's total opposites.
If we go back to the beginning before the season when we're going over, the divisions and stuff, and what does this team need to do to be successful? One of the key points that we had was the fact that if the Bears can protect Caleb Williams, the Bears will do good, and that happened.
Imagine that.
Yeah.
Imagine that. You get an offensive line. Good things happen. Well,
big time.
They didn't just excel though at protecting Caleb. They turned into the newest version of a West Coast offense. The run first, under center, play action, but with an emphasis on never abandoning the run.
Yep. Lean on it.
So run. Look at that. Run blocking was 3rd in the league. Running the ball, 3rd in the league. 3rd best. Now that's 17 there. Not surprised by that. Not surprised. You have one receiver on that team. I don't want to trample on a man right now. I really don't. I don't want to really trample on men, nor do I really want to trophy and showcase and highlight any one particular player, because we're really getting into the game. We're getting into the teams here. One particular player, DJ Moore, was basically non-existent this season. Then another one of their wide receivers who was supposed to do good things this year, he was hurt a lot of the year.
Yep.
Okay. Then you've got this other dude who looks pretty good and flashy, but still might only be a kind of sort of 1 or 2 trick pony. Nevertheless, bottom line is they're not terrible. They're in the middle of the pack, basically, right?
They never got in sync, I think, with the passing game, because either DJ Moore was hurt or Roman Jones was hurt or Burden was hurt. So they never. It'd be interesting to see the percentage of times when all 3 of them were actually on the field together. Because DJ Moore did show up and show out some games. In some games he disappeared. So their receiving was so inconsistent. That's why they lead so hard in the running game.
They are who we say they are, and they are a middle of the pack. Not fantastic, but not terrible. receiving team. That includes their tight ends. That includes their wide receiver room. It's not. It's not bad. Let's not. We don't need to make excuses for it. It's not bad.
For the first year in the system, it's not bad at all.
It's not
Not
bad.
bad at all.
Now let's see how that stacks up on the other side of the ball.
It'll be interesting to see how much Diggs plays and what he's going to look like with Green Bay. Travion Diggs.
Ooh, in coverage. They already do well in coverage. Ninth in coverage. They tackle very well, which is important. Let's not get it twisted here. I know, again, this is not necessarily for fantasy. That doesn't really apply. for how you execute and what you allow. Tackling is very, very important. As a matter of fact, they're pretty good. They're in the top third in coverage. Their pass rush, let's call it what it is here. Yeah. They're ranked 9th. A lot of that has to do with one man.
Micah.
Yes. Micah played their first game, week 14, I want to say, and then he got injured the following week in Denver. Then he played then he did not play. Only one heel played the next time these guys met, where in all honesty, Rhino, they had that game won.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for the botched onside kick, or the non-botched onside kick from Chicago that gave them the extra possession. The spread again. If you want to play into this, is a pick 'em to me.
Yeah, big time pick 'em.
Right, 1.5. This could go either way. Obviously, how I see this happening. I think the Bears are a little early. I think the Bears are the Bears, and they're a little early. I think Matt LaFleur's got a little bit more experience, just a little bit more being in this game. He's a little bit more battle tested. We talk about that.
Yeah.
They've been through it. He's been through it. Love's been in it. Josh Jacobs has been in it. They got more soldiers that are more battle tested. That's number one. Number two, well, yes, we're not accounting. There's no category for turnovers or takeaways here. There isn't. There's not. I'd have to go to a team report and then look at interceptions and look at fumble recoveries. I could do that, and I'm sure the Bears would be right up there at the top. So as long as Jordan Love plays a clean game,
how healthy do you think Jordan Love and Josh Jacobs are?
Jordan Love, I believe, is 100%. 100%. No symptoms. Let's not forget. And that's just me. You're asking me to, take a guess. I'm not Jordan Love, but if I had to guess, I would say he's 100%. Josh Jacobs, although it came out of his trap that he hasn't felt as good since week 6. I'm going to take that with a little bit of grain of salt.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think he's 100%. If he's telling us that he feels really good, he hasn't felt this good in weeks, I'm going to take him for his word, and I'm going to say he's probably somewhere around 80%. Where that thing could
they're going to need a healthy Josh Jacobs.
They're going to need a healthy Josh.
They're going to need a healthy Josh Jacobs.
So they're very good.
Yes, there's going to be a lot of new head coaches, and I don't think we're done. I don't think we're done with seeing head coaches being fired.
I got all my champs here, all the champs, all the goats. What up, Michael B. Goat, baby? What up, Michael B. Goat? Got to be a lot of new head coaches next year. As a matter of fact, it reminds me of a stat that I did, or a little nugget that I did want to bring up, Rhino. I think like 25% of the league.
25% of the league, yep.
A quarter of the league it doesn't have a head coach right now.
But I think it's almost about what averages. The averages each year too. There's about 0.25%. There's a 0.25% turnover in head coaches.
Seems a couple of ticks more this season, right? A couple of ticks. What are the Cardinals going to do? What are the Titans going to do? What are the Dolphins going to do? The Giants shouldn't let John Harbaugh leave the building. But if he don't want to be the head coach of the New York Giants, he's not going to be the head coach of the New York Giants. He's going to be the head coach where he wants to be the head coach. I also think the Giants intentionally are holding out to see what happens next week. Not only with whether or not Harbaugh's ready, but they're also waiting to see what happens with Pittsburgh. Rhino, I think that Jordan Love, the passing offense, along with their receivers that they have, Christian, Romeo, Jaden Reed, anybody that the receiving room ranks well. Josh Jacobs, I think they should beat the Bears. The Bears are going to try to do what the Bears are going to try to do. They're going to go with their strength, and that is run and run block up against. Look at the rushing defense here.
Yeah.
They're not very good at run blocking, run defense. They're not. I don't know why. Who's linemen? Don't they have like Quay Walker?
Neither teams are.
Quay Walker, right? Who's their
Yeah.
linebackers?
Edgerrin Cooper.
Edgerrin Cooper's up on the line, right?
Mm-hmm.
Rashawn Gary. Like Gary. Yeah, I would say that they pull. I would say the Pack pull this one
I
out.
think so too.
Okay, so and so does War Chief, right?
Yeah.
Where did the War Chief go with the first game? No, the Rams. That's it.
Yeah.
All right, yeah. So that's how we see this game. Goats, Michael B. Goat, Trone Goat. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to like the show. That way we can get some. We'll get some more new goats this
Need
way.
more goats.
We'll get new goats. New goats is always a good thing. They help. We help one another. Right, Michael B. Goat. Remove the Bears. All right, where are we going next, Rhino? Because now we got 3 games. Here, you know what? I did this one. This one's for you. This one's for you. I included a friend of yours.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, we are.
He's the biggest clown around, man. Good Lord.
He's not your friend?
Oh, hell no.
I thought you guys were friends.
No. Oh, no. I don't even watch that mud show anymore. No. We're not. I wish JX was here. Then maybe we can, no.
I can send that to him. I'll send it to him.
Tony Khan. No,
Tony-
baby.
Tony motherfucking Khan. Back in the
He's
playoffs.
a joke of a wrestling owner.
Back in the playoffs. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna give some flowers to this man for doing one solid good thing. He did not scoff or balk at the head coach. The head coach looks like he's a winner. Looks like it's a home run.
It was his dad that didn't scoff or bulk. He has nothing to do with it.
Oh, you know what? I could care less. I could care less because this team, I don't think is going to make it out of this weekend anyway. As good as the coach has been, as good as this team has been playing out of their skulls, the amount of weapons that they have, I think this comes down to something that really is not on this graphic at all. Again, it's pedigree.
Yep.
And it's battle tested, and that belongs to the Buffalo Bills. Now, it's not as easy said than done because the Bills aren't just going to walk all over the Jaguars. Look at the Jaguars' offense: 6th in the league in points for. They're the 7th overall team. They're 6th in passing. They block well at 11.
Yep.
Receiving rank of 12 in the league. They're running. They don't run.
Bottom.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Travis Etienne is going to be a top 12 running back in fantasy this upcoming year. He finished 12. So I expect him to be drafted as such based on, you know what, Travis Etienne, we didn't give him enough flowers the other night. Travis Etienne consistently showed up for you in fantasy. He wasn't a league winner. He didn't really blow it out of the water, with the exception of maybe a couple of games, but still. All right, I digress. Defense, just as good as offense. Points allowed, 8th, 9th overall D. They're rushing D, 12. They tackle well. They pass. Oh, they don't get to Josh.
No, they're going to need to get to Josh.
They don't get to Josh. Well, that's going to be a problem because Josh is going to get to them. They cover well. That's a good thing because the Bills don't have any wide receivers.
But the one position they haven't covered well is the tight end.
That'll be a point
I don't
of
know. I don't know if Dalton Kincaid is back from hammy, toe, whatever plethora of injuries he's had.
I don't.
But I think this game is going to be a heavy James Cook game.
Okay, I'm halfway with you. I am. I'm halfway with you there. When you factor in the strengths of the Bills' offense, it's Josh Allen.
Mm-hmm.
They block for Josh. Forget about the web. Forget about Dalton, Kincaid, and Dawson. Nah, forget about them. You got James Cook, and you've got their offensive line that does well both run and pass. This is what the Bills are going to have to do. Is the way I look at it. They're going to have to establish a lead. They're going to have to want to get out in front of Jacksonville. Now,
They have to get out.
Of course, don't again, if it's a kind of like a seesaw back and forth shootout, I think that will play into Jacksonville. If Buffalo could establish a good lead going into the half, establish a lead in the second half, like coming out of halftime, hold the motherfucking ball. Hold the ball. Kill as much of the clock as possible. Win the game of battle of possession. Win
Exactly.
that. Win the time of possession. And with that, Rhino, I think it's a two-man game, right? I think it's a two-man game. And I don't mean Josh Allen and Dalton Kincaid. I mean Josh Allen and James motherfucking Cooks.
I'll give you a sneaky player to watch out for.
Wait. Oh no! Did you just do it? Let me do it.
You do it. Brandon Cooks.
He's back, baby.
He's back.
He's back. Brandon Cooks.
He's probably got 3 or 4 weeks now into the offensive system.
It is a little sneaky.
Yep.
He's got he now you want to talk about battle tested or war torn, whatever that. So he's been through it.
A bunch of different teams at that too.
Yeah, even if Brandon Cooks is out there and indirectly impacts it, where Khalil Shakir can make the big play, or dare I say Tony Shavers, or Keon Coleman, or any one of their other band of misfit wide receivers that they're getting rid of. If Cooks indirectly does his job by drawing attention, then it's a win. It's a home run, and yes, it could be an absolute X factor in that regard. And again, if the Bills defense can hold up, if their coverage, which is middle of the pack, if they can't, they're going to attempt to get to Josh Allen. It's going to be a tough. It's going to be a tough. It's a tough ass. They don't tackle well. They don't defend against the run well.
No.
But the Jaguars don't run well, except for one person, and that would be Trevor Lawrence. So I think that the running aspect of this game kind of neutralizes itself out to the quarterbacks because both of them do run well. It's gonna be a dog fight, doggy dog. It's gonna be a big doggy dog, Snoop Doggy dog fight.
Oh, not only the time of possession, but whoever wins the turnover battle too.
Oh, sure.
It's going to win this game.
It goes without saying. Any turnover by any team automatically negates any of this. The turning the ball over is like a dagger, a potential dagger. You can you have to play clean. The first team to blink on this will most likely lose this game, and I think you might get some demons that are coming out for Trevor Lawrence, right? You're making a little some demons. He's been too damn good, too damn clean. Let me ask you something. Forget what I just said. Let's say if there was one game here where the teams can turn the ball over and still recover from that and win.
Probably this game. Probably the
Which
Bills.
which team would you take to be able to recover from a turnover
The
here?
Bills because of Josh Allen.
Yes, that's it. That's it. Next game. That seals the deal for me. I got the Bills. The War Chief, I think, has the Bills.
I got the Bills too.
We're all lockstep on the Bills. I think we're all lockstep on the Packers, right?
Yes. Yep.
Let me just double check that. Let me double check. All lockstep on Bills, lockstep on Packers. We're lockstep on the Rams. Where's this going sideways? Next game.
I'll be right back.
Next game. Next game. Goats. We got the fantasy goats. Well, this would be a good time for one of these. Should be a good time for one of these. A message from our sponsor.
Hey goats, please do me a favor. Please like and subscribe and hit those notifications so you don't miss any of our content.
That's right, fantasy goats. We do. We really try to pay attention to every part of football, and I know you do too. We try to pay attention to the game of football because it helps us play the game of fantasy. If we're really doing our homework, we're really, crossing the T's and dotting the I's and watching highlights, watching film, watching studying. If we're good with the game, then we're good with fantasy. That's my humble opinion.
It's a great opinion. I respect that opinion.
I respect it. Thank you. I respect you. But I mean, it makes sense though.
Yeah.
I'm not reinventing the wheel here. But again, a lot of people, I don't know how much they're really like invested in. Like, okay, well, let me just watch the game. I'm gonna watch the game. I'm not really paying close attention to the game.
See, I do because we talked about before. You're more of a football fan. I'm more of a football fan. So I watched the game with intent.
But so do I. So
for fantasy purposes.
No, for being better at football purposes. I think what you're right in the respect that I'm derived from fantasy.
Yeah,
that's what got me into football.
Yeah, and I think that makes. I think with I guess people like your age. I think a lot of it is like that. I think a lot of people my age are probably opposite.
The game wasn't as popular. So when I started playing, when we all started playing is when it took off, is when it exploded because it exploded online. Because online exploded.
I've always thought football was the number one American sport.
It is now.
I'll just say, in my opinion, which I respect, I've always been football first, always.
But okay, so for instance, if I wasn't playing fantasy, I wasn't really paying attention that much to the Monday Night Football game before fantasy, nor was I paying attention to the Philadelphia Eagles or the San Francisco 49ers or so on and so forth. Go down the list until fantasy football. Now fantasy football, now I've got Devontae Smith. Oh, now I've got Marquise Colston. Oh, I got Todd Gurley. I'm gonna motherfucking watch every Ram game now. That's the difference.
See, I'm totally opposite. I've always been that way. I mean,
But you've been playing fantasy for how long?
even way back in the
You've been
in
playing
the
fantasy for 20
in the
years?
very beginning of USFL games with Jim Kelly and Herschel Walker played. I watched it. You know, I'm a sicko. I'm a football. I watch USFL right now. I used to watch XFL. My heart watching football. It's football. I love football. I love me some football. All right, let's get to this game.
USFL. Well, Rhino. I don't want to say it, but I think we're gonna have to say it. Or I think I'm just gonna do it. I think it's the end of the line here for the Niners. I think it is.
And I am opposite of that.
Go.
I think the Niners gonna pull off the win. And I'll tell you, I think if one of the reasons why is if the Eagles offense comes out still and the San Francisco's defense shows up like they showed up against Seattle, I think they can pull off this win. I really do. The defense had number 28, but they played decently last week.
It's gonna take a hell of an effort. It really is. I mean, here's what kind of like this is okay. We all know what the problem is here. All this is nothing here is good.
No,
it really isn't, and we can't even. It's not even Bobby Salah's fault.
No, you're missing Bosa. You're missing.
Yeah, no, we know this. We know
everybody.
We know this.
You know,
if this decides to show up here, right? The pass rushing animals, the guys in coverage, the Copenhagens and the Reed Blankenships. If these guys decide to show up, it's going to be a tough day at the office for these guys over here. For number five, that Kittles and the Born Identity and Jawan Jennings, and you know who the real number five, you know how they have this 5 years because of their running back. If I'm interpreting this correctly, because look how bad they are at rushing.
Yep.
If I'm interpreting that, they're so good at receiving, and all that is basically padded with CMC. And Kittle, I'm sure, and of course, Juwan Jennings played well. Like you don't want to take anything away from these guys again, like I said. But Brock Purdy, if these guys over here forget about this, is because this isn't anything to write home about either. But Rhino, as kind of middling as Hurts, AJ Brown, Devontae Smith, Dallas Goedert, Saquon, as middling as these guys are, they should be able to take advantage at some point against these guys right over here.
I think of all the teams this weekend, except for Steelers, this is the Eagles are the one team that can get upset because of their offense. When have they really put on like an offensive show? When is the offense has all year long has looked, I don't say flat, but just confused at times. Where we know with the Niners, if that offense clicks, the Eagles will be in trouble.
Well, if the offense for the Niners clicks, then that means that they have completely exploited a stronger defensive unit.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
See, it's defense though. It's the other way around. It's typically the defense. Correct me if I'm wrong. It's defense that stops the scoring. So they look again. Points for 19. Nothing to write home about. 19 is not very, very good at all. And again, we know that their skill position plays, as you were alluding to, right? Like they haven't really, they've been up and down, down, up, down. Like it hasn't been consistent. No real strong identity. Saquon is still Saquon. Saquon didn't lose himself. the quarterback Hurts. There's some glimpses there where Hurts
There
is
are
been able
some.
to.
Yeah.
He's AJ Brown had a pretty decent season. Goddard had a pretty decent season. So again, I think a good portion of it has to do with the fact that a little bit of a hangover from last year is part of it. But let's not forget last year. Look, I mean, like, I think this is just a tough ask. It's a tough ask. I'd love to see it. Don't get me wrong.
If the Niners win, do you think the Eagles fire their offensive coordinator?
Yeah, I think they're gonna fire him anyway. Eventually, yeah.
I think this is the one game that I think a
I think
team
they might.
could upset.
I think they may fire Sirianni.
I think so too. All honesty.
If this is the one team that'll fire a Super Bowl head coach, it's them. No one else would tell their head coach, their 2 years removed head coach to take a walk. But this team will. I think we're asking for too much. I think the defensive unit, these guys over here, sixth and pass rush, should be able to exploit. Should be able to exploit.
I think
18th pass blocking team. Unfortunately,
I think Shanahan is going. I think Shanahan's going to reach into his bag. I think he's going to have the pass blocking dialed in. The big thing, though, too, on both teams is the fact that if Trent Williams is playing and if Lane Johnson's playing too, both those two studs aren't playing, then they could both be taken advantage of. The second strings be taken advantage of.
I think this line, the minus 4.5. I think this is a closer game than 4.5.
Yeah, and this is just like this. Whoever's going to control time of possession, be just methodical going down the field, is going to win this game.
Like I see, like the Eagles line up on 4th and 1 for the tush push, or 4th and goal for the tush push. Does this unit on defense give you any confidence that they could possibly stop that?
No, I don't think so.
With a play and an apparatus that hasn't been that effective this season either, right? Like maybe teams are catching up to it. They haven't been able to execute it in the same capacity. But like if this defense doesn't give me any hope that they would be able to stop it. I mean, if so it was a good run. I would love to see the Niners win it. I think the Eagles do squeak by. They do move on. They go on the road probably, or maybe not, or they have another home game, and that would be the end of their season. Next round, whoever's playing, whoever they have to play next round, whether it be Seattle, the Rams. Who am I missing? Missing a key game. Maybe I'm not. Seattle, the Rams. In any event, I think that would be that should be the end of it. Who am I missing? Yeah, it's not important. It's not important. All right, Rhino, we got the Patriots. Holy smokes. John Hop on the Patriots. And then from here, I think we'll save
Jim Harbaugh.
Bert.
We call him Bert and Ernie.
Bert.
Jeez.
There they are. Bert and Ernie. It's Patriots, man. All these numbers here that you're looking at, Rhino, top in the league.
Yeah.
With 14 wins. There's not much that they do bad. Running the ball, rushing the ball. 19? I mean, that seems a little low, but then again, the numbers are what they are. Run blocking is pretty much the same. Their run defense, 19th. Now they started out a lot better than how they finished, so that's part of that. They don't allow teams to score, and the Chargers don't score. I can tell you that much because look at all their offensive numbers. They're not very good at anything except for running the ball. I think the Patriots wind up winning this one.
If
I'd like to say
if Hampton's healthy, see, I think the Chargers are going. I think the Chargers are going to win this game too.
Okay, so let's find the spot. Let's
just-
find it.
I-
Let's find it. It might be
I
that.
like Jim Harbaugh. I like Justin Herbert, and like the key to me is Omarion Hampton.
It might be that number 3 here, the run,
Mm-hmm.
right, versus run defense.
Yeah.
Little below the average, the league
I
average.
think this might be in a Rondé Gatson kind of game too.
Oh, Randy gets it. Now the defense now, okay, 9th fewest, 10th overall defense going up against the number 4 overall team in the Patriots. So, I mean, this tells me at least that this is a very good defense. They're good at stopping the run. They're not so good at tackling. They're tied for 19 in the pass rush. They're very good in they're good in coverage. They're good in coverage. That should affect some passing here. The Patriots are good at protecting Drake May. They're good at pass rushes, tied for 19. They won't be able to get to him.
Both the special teams are crap, huh?
Special
Number
teams.
23 and number 20.
Special teams are special. Do I know who the best special teams team is? And I don't think they're in the playoffs. No, they're not. The Vikings, special teams. Yeah, this is if they could create enough of a problem where Drake May doesn't have anybody to pass the ball to, he doesn't have anyone open.
Mm-hmm.
I could see this getting interesting if him and his offensive coordinator, Greg Roman, just gonna pound the rock.
But
Where's Kamani the body? Where's Marion Hampton? Get these guys going. Justin Herbert. Get these guys going because this is their vulnerable spot right here. This is.
And can the Chargers defense create turnovers, especially with Stevenson? If you know what I mean?
Only Stevenson.
Yeah.
If they could create it with Stevenson, we're trying to do everything that we possibly can to get him the hell out of the picture.
Yeah.
It's true. If they could create a turnover, I'll leave it blank. Doesn't matter who it comes from. If they could create turnovers, get Justin Herbert the ball more, get the lead in Foxborough, make them do something that get them out of their comfort zone. Then we've got a game. Then we've got a Chargers game here, and I think they can escape, get the hell out of there, and win. Yeah, I like it. I'm with you.
It's like a lot of people think it's gonna be a cakewalk because especially with Herbert, they think Herbert.
I think the Patriots
or Herbert, yeah,
the Patriots are early. Again,
Yep.
they're early. I know
they're early.
It's the big bad Patriots. I know. But
And then Vrabel does have playoff experience as head coach. It's not like he's fresh, brand new, and wet behind the ears head coach. But Jim Harbaugh, whole different ball game,
Jim, look, I think that this would be the game where they exercise some of their professional demons.
Yep.
Professional demons, not his collegiate demons. There are no demons. And they move the Patriots on, the Chargers on.
Yep. It's gonna be a fun game. I don't think it's gonna be a cakewalk like a lot of the Patriots fans think it's gonna be.
Prime time affair. So I don't think there's a time zone environment problem for the Chargers at this point.
No.
The only other thing I would say, uh, yeah, no, and
And which
it's not
defense? Yeah, sorry, but which defense will contain the quarterback too? Because both his quarterbacks have the rushing upside. Drake May ran for like 452 yards.
so did Herbert,
Yeah, they both can run.
or on or around that.
Mm-hmm.
What the hell? Oh yeah, the Foxborough. Look, they've. I don't. I still hold my own judgment in terms of how much of a home field advantage that really is. Again, the crowd could definitely get up for one,
Mm-hmm.
or they could be sleepy for one. You would think that this would be a get up for one, but I don't think it's not a very imposing type. It's not Highmark. It's not Arrowhead. It's not whatever the hell the name is out in Seattle, Lumen. It's not those, but it's got its own character. It does. I've been there. I know it. I see it with my own eyes. I'm serious.
No, I know. I believe you.
No, it's not like it's not lunatic Boston people, but yeah, you got a good amount of them in there. But it's still I bet there are other things for them to do. It's not that imposing. It's not. And this team, the Chargers, they travel well.
Yep.
All right, I'm gonna hold off. I'm gonna hold back on the Monday night marquee matchup because either we're gonna come on Sunday and give the reaction to these games, or it's gonna be on Monday prior to the Texans Steelers. What do you think?
Well, if you do Monday, be you alone, solo.
What are you doing?
I work. I got a school to protect from the fentanyl threads and
From the pepper spray.
from the pepper spray and from Miss Jackson likes to strip me naked in the middle of the parking lot.
Reaction would be Sunday after the Eagles game.
Mhm.
How many games is that to react to? That's 2 plus
4.
2. That'd be 4. All right, well, you know what? Let's just get this bad boy flashed up here, just for shits and giggles, just for the shits and the giggles of it, real fast. This I don't think this is unanimous either. The war chief somehow thinks that these guys
Hell
are.
no. Steelers would eat Aaron Rodgers for lunch, for dinner. I'm eating him alive.
Yeah, I was surprised to see that the points for the Texans were that high. I didn't think it was going to be that high. I didn't think that they're the fifth. They are the 5th overall best team, and a lot of that has to do with their defense.
Mhm.
17, the passing is again. They don't pass block well. The receiving grade is not terrible. The running grade we're very familiar with. With their run blocking, we're very familiar with. This, I don't think anybody's familiar with this. They allow the second fewest points. They're the 3rd best defense. They're the 7th best rushing defense. They tackle the 18th best. I don't think they really need to tackle that much. They have the 2nd best pass rush. If they're the 2nd best pass rush, Rhino, I'd be deathly afraid of the 1st, but I think they're the best pass rush. I don't know. The 2nd best, the 1st best pass rush is probably not playing in this game.
No, it's the Broncos.
Or playing this week. They are that pass rush. I would not take over the Texans pass rush.
They what was it 8 sacks against Josh Allen?
They've done that.
Something like that?
They've done that on
And this
several.
is Aaron Rodgers, 42-year-old Aaron Rodgers.
Let's not discount that for a second,
I'm not discounting his
because
I'm just saying. I think they're going to eat him alive.
it's not like the man doesn't know what we know. So
Right.
of course they're gonna derive a plan that's going to attempt to mitigate that some way, somehow. And whether that's going to be, we know their personnel, whether that's going to be with Kenny G, Jenny G, Warren, the short passes, they're going to try to get the Texans out of what the Texans do really well.
They're
I
gonna
don't
roll
think
all their tight ends, so two of
I
them
don't-
help block.
well, only two tight ends, by the way. I don't think it would go on for 4 quarters. Like he might be able to pull some rabbits out of the hat when push comes to shove, as long as these guys continue to motor, Rhino. As long as, and I don't just mean Will Anderson or the rest of them. I mean everyone on the back end. As long as they continue to motor, no, I don't think the Steelers don't have much of a dog in this.
No, and there's a lot of talking heads are. Well, DK Metcalf is back this week. That's gonna make a difference. I don't think it's gonna make a difference whatsoever freaking ever. You take him out of the game, and he's easy to take out of the game. Once you get in his head, he's out of the game.
I mean, I don't think it's going to make a difference. I could see him being a target or two, for sure. I could see that happening. I could see him being a target for Rodgers when it comes to maybe if they get inside that red zone or inside the 10 or that over the shoulder, that back shoulder, that Rodgers special. I could see that. But if the defense just remains disciplined and doesn't run out of their motor, the motor.
Mm-hmm.
It was a good job. Nice job again, Mike. Nice job, Aaron. You know, you 10-7 once again. 10-7. Once again.
It might be one and done in the playoffs.
Once again, and Mike Tomlin. We'll see you in New Jersey. You know, we'll give you a week. We'll give you, you take a week off to be with your family and whatnot. You could Zoom with Joe Shane. You could do that. Give John Mara and Rooney a little opportunity to maybe work in some compensation because he is under contract.
If Tomlin's fired, I can see him going to the Raiders. Tom Brady has a lot of respect for Mike Tomlin. Well, on record saying how much he respects Mike Tomlin.
Does Mike Tomlin that again? What did we say in the beginning of the show? We don't know what the hell is going on within the rooms. We don't know what's going on within the families.
This is my speculation.
Mike Tomlin. I can see Mike Tomlin saying, "I appreciate that very much. I got nothing but the respect for Tom.
I'm gonna take a year off.
What he's done for the game, what he's done for the quarterbacks, and you know what, man? I mean, at this time, I just don't really think that would be the right fit for me personally. Mike Tomlin would be saying
I'm just saying. I'm throwing it out there. I'm allowed to do that, right?
Absolutely. And
Okay.
if Mike Tomlin wants that challenge,
Yeah.
then all right.
Why not? You got number one freaking draft pick, which is going to be Mendoza because he's killing it, right? He's just killing Oregon, man.
Like a lot.
And then you have Genty and Brock Bowers, and you have Max Crosby to build around. It's not bad.
They got some pieces, absolutely, but I'm sure these guys are weighing that, right? So I'm sure Harbaugh, I'm sure all the marquee guys, not like not Mike McDaniel who just got fired, but these guys. They're gonna have to. What's the personnel look like? What could I do? How could I build this? How do I carve this out and add my touch on it? Oh, what's the draft picks? Oh, what's this class?
Because owner meddle in the business,
what kind of the organizational stability? Absolutely. A lot of part of me thinks that the reason that this clown Woodrow didn't fire Glenn is because he absolutely knows no one would come in and take this job right now. Again, that's speculative as well. All right, goats. Just be on the lookout for the reaction. By the way, if you're watching us go crazy and rant and provide you with fire data for the first time all the way here, thank you very much for staying with us. We'll be back either Sunday night or Monday. We'll be back next week. Be on the lookout. Always, goats.
Be a difference. Make a difference. Stay blessed, everybody. Go Rams.
Go big time. Go Rams. Big time. Go Texans. Go Bills.